Welcome to the Full of Tracy Money Audio Commentary. This is Owen Tracy recording. It's 4:25 p.m. That is Central Time, and today is March 20th. Well, today being Friday, it's the big picture, long-term audio and video for the various different asset classes. And of course, with war going on and the Straits of Hormuz largely closed, there's plenty to think about. And what are the long-term implications of this event? I think a lot is going to hinge on how well the Iranian regime survives. There's still a lot going on, and the barrage of missiles and drones hitting energy infrastructure around the region is certainly troubling. And what we have right now is oil prices that have been bobbing around between 100 and 120 this week. So they were higher for most of the day. And that's mostly because of bombing of the energy infrastructure. Because the big differentiation is until Israel bombed the Pars gas infrastructure in Iran, the Straits of Hormuz could have been opened and it could have just gone straight back to normal. But then with the bombing and then the reciprocal bombing and then more reciprocal bombing, then that has damaged several pieces of infrastructure. So the longer that goes on for, the longer the amount of time it's going to take for exports to ramp up again. And you have Bahrain, for example, talking about that it might take as much as 5 years to rebuild their infrastructure for their gas exporting. So I personally think that's a bit pessimistic. The one thing that I've seen from the energy sector over the last 20 years is that whenever they're faced with what looks like a crisis that could knock out supply for a long period of time, they rally around. There is nothing like the promise of a future profit to motivate people, and they get the job done quickly. We also saw that happen in Germany when the Nord Stream pipeline was destroyed, and they were talking about it taking upwards of 2 or 3 or 5 years to build an LNG reliquefaction or a regasification terminal, and they got it done in less than a year. If I remember correctly, it was in less than 9 months. And that just tells you that in a needs must scenario, things can get done a lot quicker than people are willing to even estimate at during the crisis. Now, oil prices in the aftermarket are down, and some of the reason for that is because